okay? I need everyone to take a deep breath and relax because it's not that big of a deal. I dropped out. I did. I dropped out of fucking college. And I'm gonna tell you why. Now, I'm not here to convince you to drop out, but oh my gosh. It has been 2 days since I have not been going to school, and it feels like it feels amazing. And I've been wanting to do this video because I feel like there are quite a lot of people out there around my age who are thinking about dropping out or taking a gap year or, you know, just not going to school for a little while. And I think it's important that someone comes out here and says, hey, that's okay. Because we have people everywhere screaming in our ears talking about something.
You need to go to college if you want to get a good job and you want to survive and you want to have food on your table and a roof over your head.
Not true. Now, I'm not a college hater, okay? I may go back, who knows? And I feel like if you're gonna be a lawyer, a doctor, even a teacher, yeah, you need to go get that degree. Like, go ahead and work on that degree. But for me personally, I'm a creative person. I like doing YouTube. I like writing. I like creative shit. For me, it wasn't gonna work. So, I feel like I'm just here to help those of you who are thinking about dropping out of college, maybe those of you who weren't thinking about it, but I'm literally just here to share my experience and why I have decided to make that decision. So I made this decision a few months ago. I went to community college, so I wasn't paying a ton of money or anything, but I went to community college. I finished my first year. This was my second year. I didn't fully finish my second year because I would have had to do the spring semester as well, but I did half of my second year, and then I finished this semester, and I didn't re-enroll. I made this decision because, number one, like I said, I'm a creative person, and when I really sat down and thought about it, I was like, okay, how is a degree in psychology, which is what I was studying, going to help me get a career on YouTube or be an author? Because those are things I want to do. When I sat down and thought about it, it literally made no sense. Like, why am I taking a biology class? Why am I taking a statistics class? Why am I taking a chemistry class when I want to make videos on YouTube and get paid for it? Like, that just didn't make sense. So I feel like if you're someone that is actually considering not going to school, think about what you want to do in the future. You don't have to have a set thing you want to do in the future, but just think about what you want to do. Think like, okay, is this college degree in this major really gonna further my career in blank? If you think about it and you say, no, but if I have this degree, you know, I could get another job that I don't really want, but it makes good money. Don't do that. Do not take a job just because it has good money. Don't get a degree just because you might get a good job that might pay you a lot. If you don't like your job, it does not matter how much you're getting paid. Trust me, because I've experienced it. My last job, before the one I had now, those paychecks were great. They were great. I was getting really good paychecks, but the job was ass. It didn't matter how much I was getting paid. I felt like shit. My mental health was shit. And I felt so much better once I quit. Think about it. If you're going to school because your parents want you to, because you feel like everyone's gonna look at you funny because you're not going to school, don't do it. Do not do something because other people want you to do it. Do something because you want to do it.
It matters not what you've done, but what you do with what you've done for others.
And that was another thing for me. I was like, okay, is this something I really want to do, or is it something my parents want me to do? It's something my parents want me to do, not something I really want to do. You know, I get it. Pressure from parents can be insane. But at the end of the day, when you're 50, 60, 70 years old, you're going to look back and be like, shit, I wish I would have just done what the fuck I wanted to do. That pressure can be really difficult, and I 100% understand that. But if that's the only reason why you're going to school, don't do it. I'm sorry if this is like just a bunch of shit like compiled into one, but I feel like what I'm saying makes sense. Another thing that I had to think about personally was I forgot. I had to think about how much of a commitment school was and is. School is a commitment. You're making a commitment. It's time. Most of the time it's money. It's a really big commitment. If you're going to school, you're gonna need to prioritize school. It's gonna take up a good amount of time. Me personally, I wasn't okay with that. I wanted to prioritize, and I want to prioritize making videos for you guys, writing. I want to come out with a book. There are things that are much more important to me at this current moment, and that's why I wasn't able to post on YouTube. I posted like 4 times in the last 2 months, and it was really disappointing for me because to me, YouTube and making videos for you guys is much more important to me than school. So you have to think about, okay, am I ready to make this a commitment? Because for me, I wasn't. Now, maybe I will be ready in a year, in 2 years, whenever, but at the moment, I'm not ready to make school a commitment. And if it's something you want to do, then that won't matter. It won't feel like a tough commitment. But if it's not something you want to do, it'll feel like the craziest stress in the world. There are other things that I would rather be putting all that time and energy into. Liquid death hits like crazy. This next thing is, I think, more of a personal opinion. Like I said, I really like being creative, and I think school really doesn't leave a lot of room to be creative. And something that I've mentioned a bunch of times already is that I love writing. Even in English classes, you can't be creative. There's always a set of rules, a set of formats, you know? And I feel like almost all of my writing assignments, all of my essays would have been 10 times better if I was able to just do my own thing. If I didn't have to follow this fucking MLA format, 1,000 word, maybe in the future, like it's just to help with good, like, I don't know, to help you like construct good emails and do that. I don't know, but I hate that. Like, I'm an Aquarius, by the way. I feel like I look so pale in this. So that was another problem I had with school as a whole. I really felt like I wasn't able to express myself in the way I wanted to. You can't be nearly as expressive and creative as you want to be when you have to follow a set of rules. I also think the pressure of school is just extremely ridiculous. The amount of work they give you in college, the classes they expect you to take, like low-key, that shit is hard. And it's a lot of stress on a 19, 20, 21, 22-year-old. Like, it's a lot of stress. Kids are fucking depressed as shit at universities. They're fucking pulling all-nighters every fucking night. Like, that's not healthy at all. And it's become this normalized thing, but that's not normal. That is not normal. If you work for the school board, that is not normal. We should not be feeling like that. I just want to talk about what I'm gonna do with my time off. As of right now, I'm planning to really just focus on all of my social media stuff. I'm coming out with a book. I'm gonna be working on all of that, getting all of that done, and then in July, I am going to Europe. Europe, get ready for me. I'm coming. I'm gonna be staying there for at least a year. I keep running out of storage. Anyway, I'm going to Italy, and then I'm going everywhere else in the fucking world. I've always wanted to travel. I've literally never been out of the country. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Don't ask me about money because it's just gonna happen. I'm gonna make it happen. I could have $10 in my checking account and I could have 10,000. I'm still gonna go. That's the thing about me. If you are planning on taking even a gap year or anything, I would highly recommend traveling. I think I'm gonna love Europe. I think I'm gonna love the people, the food, the culture, literally the languages, everything. I think I'm gonna fully enjoy it. And another thing to remember, if you are thinking about dropping out of school for a little while and you're really nervous and people are telling you you need to go to school, you can always go back. School isn't something that's like, oh, you do it now or you'll never get a chance. Like, no, you can literally go back at any time if you decide to. At my community college, there was like a 50-year-old man in my class. Like, hello? As he should, like, period. Yeah. A lot of people just put so much pressure on the younger generation.
Go to school, get a degree, or you'll literally fucking die.
Not true. Hello. I really just wanted to come on here to give those of you who are thinking about dropping out or who already did drop out a little bit of comfort, because I think recently I've been feeling very nervous about it. I mean, I literally just ended school and it's nerve-wracking, especially when you have friends who are going to college and doing that. You're like, oh, did I make the right decision? Am I going to regret this? And especially if you have people in your life telling you like, I don't think that's a good idea. I just kind of wanted to give you guys that comfort discomfort, like, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not here to say I recommend it or I don't recommend it or I think you should or I think you shouldn't, because it's not my place. But I think that if you're considering it, then you should consider everything I've said in this video and then sit down and really think about it. It's definitely something you want to think about. I mean, I wouldn't say just fucking do it because, like, just think about it. I think the main thing you really need to consider is, why am I going to school? If it's not to literally make yourself happy and to fulfill yourself, don't do it. Don't do anything if it's not to make yourself happy. Anyway, I know this was a short video. I've been wanting to do this, and now that school's ended, I felt like it was a really good time for me to talk about it because I feel so much better. I mean, I was literally fucking depressed. School is not for me. I guess this was also a little bit of a life catch up. It's good to be back, ladies. It's really fucking good to be back. I hope this was a good video. I hope you guys liked it. So I will see you guys in the next video. I love you guys so much, and do what you want to do. Do you. Fuck him. Have a good day.